Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. This is kind of a take two because I just started this whole thing. I got through probably a minute 50, somewhere in there. I'm just guessing, and the phone shut off, so I'm wondering if I never pressed record and it was just hanging out, and I was just talking into the never land. So I'm gonna show y'all something. Yep, it still looks like that out here. It's not that bad today though. I just got off the Harley. I took it for a little ride. Had to ride through the ice coming out of the garage just to get it out, and ooh, that was a pain in the balls. So, but it wasn't bad. I'm thinking y'all of trading in the Harley and getting something a little different, and I'll keep y'all posted on that one because it would be big. It would be a big one. So today's video, do I still love it? First, it took me a while to love it because when Pole created this design, this is not a pole knife, when he created this design for Rambo, the MK9, the Heartstopper, I said, wow, I hate it. I did not like this design at all. I mean, at all. I was no fan. Just nada. Didn't like it. And then, you know, because it's a Rambo knife, I had to order it, obviously. And I thought to myself, well, I'm just going to own it, I guess. And then I used it. I put it in my hand, and I thought, okay, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good in the hand. I like it. And then I took it outside, and I did some things with it. And I said, okay, well, the thing works, right? It works. And this isn't, obviously, I just told you it's not a pole design. This is not a United Cutlery design. This is the Rambo First Blood Hollywood Collectibles Group. Boop. First edition. What is that? 1027. It's backwards. 1027 out of 5,000. Not too bad. And I started using it, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll just try using it a little more. And you can see, like, oh man, the camera doesn't pick it up. Well, I guess so. Some of the scratches that are in there, just from taking it out. You know what I mean? It's got some stain on it because I've been using it, and it's been growing on me. I've been liking it a little bit more and more each time. Ross, go get in that yard. A little bit more and more each time I take it out. The lanyard isn't bad on there. What I'll do is I just wrap it around and do a grab so those stick through when I really need to. And I have been. That's why it's fraying up. I actually use the lanyard, and because I don't use gloves when I do this kind of stuff, the lanyard kind of helped out. So that's what I'm looking at. That's my grip, and so far, so good. The leather sheath has held up very well. You can see some wear marks from coming in and out so much. I did get a little dent and a little couple little scars on there from wearing it. But all the threading is held together. The only separation I can really see is right there, and it's very, very minor. So this is good. This has been Bigsby. Get in that yard. Man, these guys, what happened is one will do something stupid, and I'll correct him, and then the other one will see him get corrected and go, oh, well, if he can't go, I'll just go. So let's find out why I still love the Heartstopper, even though it had to grow on me. I hated it. I hated it when they were doing those promo videos and showing the knife, and I was like, fail, no, why? You had such a good opportunity to make a real sweet, badass Rambo knife. We're actually going over here. And this is what you came out with. And didn't like it. The buoy design, however, the smaller one, which I'll have to do another video on sometime, that one I thought was gorgeous. It's a little small. As far as Rambo knives are concerned, you know, since you know, after the first movie, they were going up in size. But man, it was just so nice. Oh, I just see my barn door is broken. That wasn't out. That's in the dog's pen. That wasn't broken before. It must have got beat up in some of the wind. All right, so we are not worried about the door. We are worried about this some more. All right, so let's take this guy right here, and I will show you why I still love this. And this is like of all the things I use this for, this is a lot of what it is. Like when I'm doing firewood and I need to delimb, sometimes I'll just take this thing, boop, and just do that. And that's what I use it for a lot, is stuff like that, because I want to be able to use my Rambo knives. Like I use my First Blood knife all the time for this kind of stuff, just for knocking down stuff like that. I use that thing all the time. And people don't use their First Blood knives. I do. Hollow handle, weak and cheap, but it works. Not this one, obviously. This is a hidden tang, but not so bad. Not so bad. Let me get a wrap on this guy right here, and I'll show you how I control it with the wrap. So now I'm just going to tuck it under a finger, and now I have a really good hold on this thing. Look at that. Look at that bite. Look at that bite. So one thing I don't like, I'm not a big sub-hilt fan, and so sometimes the sub-hilt feels almost like it's getting in the way, because I like to change grips when I chop, and generally I like to go low, but the sub-hilt makes it uncomfortable. However, it doesn't change the fact that that just happened, and it really freaking works. Let's see. Let's see. Well, that was a waste. I should have just tried batoning, but this baton is 7 feet long, and I thought it was going to be a pain in the balls, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. Let's get some more. I got to get some more meat. I got to get some more meat to go with these potatoes. All right, I don't know what the dogs are doing. They're probably doing something wrong. I'll just correct them in a minute. All right, so here we go. There we go. I can see it splitting really, really nice already. And remember, I did a full review on this and the buoy, so if you really want to see them, go check it out. You can see all the specs and everything like that. This is just a reintroduction almost, and just say, hey, is it still working? Is it still doing good? This is still the factory edge. Still the factory edge. I used it a bunch of times, and the edge is still brand new. All right. So let's see how many licks it takes to get to the center of Tootsie Pop. A 1. Well, it didn't go 3. A 3. So it just took 2. So look at this, man. Factory edge. Still shaving off bark. Still chopping down trees. Still cutting limbs. Guys, this is a movie replica knife. It's not supposed to be awesome or in the snow, but it is both. All right? Bam! Guys, I'm telling you, if you get a chance, if you're looking to get the Rambo Heartstopper, I know United Cutlery put one out, and I know Hollywood Collectibles Group put one out. If you have a chance to get the Hollywood Collectibles Group knife, I can speak very well on this blade. This thing is holding up so freaking nicely. There's no rattling, no moving, no nothing. I love how the guard is held on. There's no wobbling in the guard, because I did a video where I took it apart and showed you guys. It's just held on there really well. Bixby! He knows what it means. So, if I was going to recommend, if you can't get a pole, if you can't, you know, those are pretty expensive. But if I was going to recommend which one I think is a knife worth buying, the Hollywood Collectibles Group knife, and you're going to have knife snobs all day long tell you that it's wrong. There's no way. Hey, come on. There's no way that it's getting good. It's crap. It's blah, blah, blah. It's a cheap production and bad. They're going to freaking bark up the tree about why this is bad. But not a single one is going to explain why it does what I make it do, right? This knife is cheap. You can't use this knife. This knife is awful. It's not even a real promotion by Stallone. Blah, freaking blah, blah, blah. They will talk out their asses. But guess what? It doesn't matter what they say. What matters is, does it work and can it be proven? I proved that more than once. I've used this blade more than once now on film. This blade works. It works. It works well. It's sharp. It stays sharp. It's still very sharp. And look, tell me where all the chips are. Tell me where all the chips are. That is the out of the box edge. This knife has been used maybe 15 times, somewhere in there. And it's just awesome. It keeps going. Even the coating, I only have a few scratches, but the coating is still on there, that gray, which is pretty good. Look, nothing. No movement, no rocking, no shaking. Roscoe, let's go. Man, that dog is thick-headed, man. He is so thick-headed. So, do I still love the Heartstopper? Well, it took me a minute to love it, but once I did and I found a reason why to love it, that reason has not left me yet. No siree. Bob, Larry, Joe, Tom. All right, so that's it for that. I'm going to take it in. I'm going to clean it up and put it over by the fireplace because I'll probably delimb tonight with it. Man, it's just a good knife, guys. It's a good knife. Don't listen to the knife snobs who say it isn't this because it's not made by this guy, or it isn't that because no, the knife freaking works. If you're a knife snob and if you're watching this, shut up. Shut your mouth. Use it, then tell me it doesn't work. All right? Because if you don't make it work, it's because you don't know how to use a knife. I'm telling you that right out of the box. I could send this to the shredder right now. That kid is this young. I guarantee he could chop down some trees with this thing. If you're a knife snob and you have some negative things to say because this isn't an original and this isn't endorsed by this guy or that guy, shut your freaking mouth. This knife works. That's all I have. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.